If we're going to get a break from these storms with Karen and Matt.
We could definitely use one.
We can use a break. We're getting a break in the heat.
Yay.
How's that?
It's a good step in the right direction.
The storms we expect not to last as long or to be as intense, but we could still have a flooding downpour really at any point. So you need to just be ready for that to happen. With all the clouds that we have today, I think that helps stabilize the atmosphere a little bit more than we saw yesterday. We still have some flooding. As you look outside live right here on the Ben Franklin Bridge, you can see just a lot of clouds starting your day right there. Flood warnings continue this morning. All the floodwaters, though, are in the process of receding. But here still in the White Clay Creek affecting Newcastle County, we have flooding going on there, mostly minor flooding in Red Clay Creek in Newcastle County, as well as the Brandywine Creek affecting Chester and Delaware counties. Although the water is receding, we are still seeing some flooding going on right now. As we look at Storm Tracker 6, this looks at the rainfall estimates as we look through the region. And although it was hit or miss, you can kind of see where that bullseye really was, where we had more in Chester County and Newcastle County right there, as we had some radar estimates of 4 inches of rain for those storms that fell yesterday. Right now, we've got a couple of light showers, nothing big happening out there this morning or affecting or impacting your morning commute right now. But with this front still lingering nearby, we have a lot more cloud cover today. That brings the temperature down today, also stabilizes the atmosphere a little bit more, but you still could see a downpour or storm at any point today. It's not going to rain all day, but you just need to be ready for that. 72 degrees, the current temperature right now, so it's still mild. It's still muggy. The humidity dropped a little bit from yesterday this morning, but it bounces back up this afternoon. At 8 o'clock, cloudy skies and 74. Could be a shower around. At lunchtime, it's humid and cooler and 77. Could be a storm or a downpour at any point. Even at 4 o'clock, maybe you get a few scattered storms, especially east of the city. At 8 o'clock, still a downpour here or there. So it's hard to predict when these will happen, Matt. We expect them to be briefer, so we're not talking as much rain, but it doesn't mean even if it lasts for 5 minutes, you could get a downpour for 5 minutes.
We'll be ready.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, Karen. It's almost Friday. On this Thursday morning, the rain gifted us some little lakes overnight here along 95 by the airport, but all that water has receded now. We had PennDOT crews out here a bit ago working on unclogging the drains, and it worked. The water's gone now, 95 drying out there by PHL. And because of the rain, no overnight construction closing 95 southbound here by the Vines. So everything's open and clear for you this morning as you head down toward Penn's Landing. We do still have reports of a disabled vehicle on this ramp from the Blue Route 476 southbound to get on the Schuylkill. Doesn't look like a big deal. You're getting by okay there in West Conshohocken. And the storm damage. In Charlestown Township, there's a tree down along Charlestown Road. I would stay over on 29 State Road instead. And lots of issues in Newcastle County. There's a pole down along Allapocus Drive, so you want to avoid that. Because of the flooding of the Red Clay Creek, Barley Mill Road is closed this morning. I want to stick with Route 48 Lancaster Pike to avoid that one. And then because of the flooding of the White Clay Creek, we have the Chambers Rock Road Bridge also shut down early on this Thursday morning. Matt and Aliana.
Thanks, Matt. Another day, another line of storms. Heavy rain drenched the Philadelphia area last night.
Drivers are faced with some really tough decisions as streets quickly flooded and their cars started taking on water. Some people in Wilmington had to climb on top of their vehicles after getting stuck.
Action News reporter Sharifa Jackson is live on Green Lane in Manayunk with more. Good morning, Sharifa.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, the good news, and like Karen said, the water has receded in most places, not quite here. As you can see, we still are dealing with a lot of water. They blocked this area off around midnight, and as you can see, the water is still here. Now, this appears to be from drainage issues, but it was similar scenes like this all across the Delaware Valley, and it caused a lot of issues for drivers. Mother Nature came in full force throughout the Delaware Valley Wednesday night. The water came in fast, and it wasn't just from the sky. It poured in from higher ground, turning the intersection of Union and Bartram Avenues in Lansdowne into a lake of floating cars. Drivers in Wilmington, Delaware, took a bold approach to drive through high waters on Governor Prince Boulevard. It's an area prone to flood. The action cam was there while at least 6 cars got stuck. This driver making the quick decision to climb on top of her car. Emergency crews waiting and weren't far behind with a small boat. And take a look at this image. More water taking over the streets on Industrial Highway in Ridley Park. This driver spotted walking through the knee-high floodwaters to safety. And in nearby Chester, on 2nd and Wells Streets, cars struggle through the rising waters that came in way too fast. Yeah, and before this storm hit, residents, they spent the day cleaning up from Tuesday's severe weather that brought down trees across the region. This one seemed to be dealing more with flooding, but it's been a busy week weather-wise as far as this area here. Hopefully the water recedes and they're able to open the road up, especially before the morning commute picks up. We're live in Manayunk. Sharifa Jackson, Channel 6 Action News. Aliana.
Yeah, Sharifa, we always say when you're getting close to what looks like it might be a minor flooded street, turn around, don't drown. People have to heed those warnings. All right, Sharifa, we'll check back in shortly. Thank you.